What's good, y'all? It's your guy Makai. Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you subscribe. This season, Joel Embiid won his first MVP of his career after averaging 33.1 points per game, 10.2 rebounds per game, 1.7 blocks per game, and he did all this shooting, 65% true shooting. And I feel like a lot of the conversation was about how he didn't deserve it over Nikola Jokic and just the media made him win it. But I feel like, the shuffle of that, it's been forgotten that he really had an amazing season where he led the league in scoring and he led the Philadelphia 76ers to a really good offense and a really good defense. So I'm going to show you why he won his first MVP. Embiid is really great at just facing up in the mid-range and getting his own shot. And here we see he's going to go away from the gap help by Mikal Bridges and just move Nicholas Claxton out of the way for the easy layup. Just great stuff. And here we see he's a great pick and roll, scorer as well. He just kind of floats to the elbow and then gets his own mid-range shot off. Great stuff right there. Faced up against Al Horford, he just hits him with a couple of jab steps, kind of softens him up, and then he rises up for the easy mid-range. So the mid-range game is really where he gets a lot of his buckets. Once again, facing up at the elbow, and we just see the great kind of footwork and just motion that he has on his jump shot. Just a great fadeaway by such a big guy, and just look how smooth it looked. And then on this play, we see once again, he's going to get into a handoff. And we see how he can be an impactful player off the ball. Because he's just so big and athletic, he can roll to the rim and get his shots off like that. Faced up right here, he just hits him with a little half spin to get all the way to the rim. And then he's able to just get the layup right over him. And that wasn't a face up, that was kind of transition. But we just see how fluid he is with the ball in his hands. Pick and roll here, once again, just kind of rolls his way to the rim, shows off the off-ball presence that he has. He can do the classic big man pick and roll stuff, but he can also get into the mid-range bag once again, faced up, and then he just is able to finish the mid-range shot through the contact. Just insane shooting skill from such a big guy. Here, he just kind of lingers out to the three-point line. Brook Lopez doesn't challenge that. He shot like 33% from three this year, so not too crazy, but you still want to go out there because he can't knock that down. Here, pick and roll on the side, and then he just floats into that open space, leaves himself open for the wide open dunk. Once again, pick and roll with James Harden. James Harden and Embiid pick and roll was just really great this year. And we just see just the patience that he has, a couple of pump fakes, and he just fades away. Once again, pick and roll with James Harden, and then he just is able to bum rush his way to the rim, go through Grant Williams for the and one finish. Embiid is running up the court right here as we speak. James Harden is trying to go on ISO. And we see just how the burst that he has, is such a big guy, off the catch, and he's able to go to the rim. Here, we see he does a lot. He does a little spin move, it doesn't work out, resets into the post, and then just a quick move off the catch and great footwork. Just elite footwork for such a big guy. Elite post footwork. Once again, smaller guy on him. He's spaced up in the mid-range, bumps him out of the way, gets close, knocks down the easy pull-up mid-range shot. Here, he has Mason Plumlee on him, and he's just going to attack him right out of triple threat. And just look at the speed and power that he's able to finish through a lot of that contact. Crazy stuff. Here, faced up with Jared Allen, and he's going to see Evan Mobley come towards that for the help. So he's not going to drive. He's going to get into another fadeaway turnaround midi. Just insane shot-making skills from such a big guy. Here, Bismack Biyombo has no chance. Embiid is directing traffic, and he's just going to hit one a little hezzy, blow right by him, and then get the wide open, uncontested layup. Crazy stuff. Here, Vucevic is on him. He sees Derrick Jones coming over to help. Even though it's contested by two men, he's able to still knock it down. Handoff with Tyrese Maxey, and then that frees him up to be on the side alone. And once again, showing off just the great touch that he has on the mid-range jumpers. Faced up with Jakob Poeltl right here, pump fake, and then just see how he can just look at the little half spin, turn around the other off the other shoulder. Crazy stuff from Embiid right there. Here, Embiid is faced up with Brook Lopez, and then he's just going to use the bully ball tactics and just classic big man stuff. So not only does he have the finesse and the craft and the touch to finish mid-range shots, he can just do the classic big man stuff, back you down, and just get to the easy shots inside the paint. Crazy stuff. And then we see here on this play, faced up once again with Nicholas Claxton. He's just going to bum rush his way right to the paint, do a little spin, bump him out of the way, get a jump hook to go. Faced up right here with Rudy Gay. Pump fake gets him in the air. He does a little misdirection with the jab step, knocks down the free throw line jumper. Crazy stuff. And then here on this play, once again against the Jazz, Vando is on him. Just going to his right, fading away. Just insane skill from a guy that's just so big. Just you don't see this kind of skill, this scoring touch from a big man like this. And then here on this play, we see pick and roll once again. And then a lot of his pick and roll is not going to be him diving to the basket. It's going to be him lingering around the elbow, free throw line area to get to that mid-range shot. And that really works for his game. But here we see, once again, he can just slip behind people when the ball handler calls for, a lot of help. Just crazy stuff. And if he's ever paired with, a great ball handler like James Harden again, it's just going to be insane. Hopefully Tyrese Maxey can, develop that kind of chemistry with him and help him unlock his game even further. Here, pick and roll. Here he just spins around, Spencer Dinwiddie just violates him. Crazy stuff right there. And then here on this play, he's a second screener in a screening action, and he's just able to just stop and just knock down the mid-range once again in front of Brook Lopez. And here on this play, screen and roll again. But like I said, he usually doesn't roll hard to the rim. He wants to catch it at the free throw line and get into his own scoring. And then here, lingers out all the way back out to the three-point line. And then just look at the balance and just body control and just arm control that he has to knock down the shot after getting bumped by Marcus Smart. Just insane stuff. Here in transition, we see Joel Embiid, and he's just going to be waiting out towards the three-point line. And we just see the Euro step. So just really great mobility and craft from a guy that's just huge, a monster. Once again, pick and roll with Tyrese Maxey. He slips the screen, and he's able to slip all the way to the rim. Great stuff right there. And then here on this play, faced up against DeAndre Hunter, one-on-one. Just a little left side hesitation, and he's able to knock down a mid-range shot. So like I said before, a lot of his work comes from the mid-range, and he's just so fast that it takes a really special kind of defender to really stop him, or it takes a lot of help to really stop him. And if you don't have either of those things, he's going to do things like this to you. He's a patient guy. As you see, he doesn't bite on the first pump fake, so he's able to still knock down the shot. Here on this play, takes his time going at Al Horford, little in and out to get downhill, and he's able to just power through Al Horford, knock down that layup. Here on this play, fakes the handoff, another half spin, as you saw earlier, and he's able to just get to the rim. So just a really fluid athlete, but he's also one of the best rim protectors in the NBA. Here we see him slide over and help after Anthony Simons gets to the rim on PJ Tucker. Great stuff right there. And then it leads to points on the other end. And then here on this play, we see Giannis is going to get around PJ Tucker. So what does Joel Embiid do? He comes and blocks the shot. So just a really great help defender, really great rim protector that Joel Embiid is, and often it leads to points on the other end. Here on this play, Taylor Horton-Tucker tries to drive on him. He deters the original shot. Taylor Horton-Tucker tries again, but just his presence and he just is able to stop him from getting that layup. Here, Giannis slips down. He takes the bump from Giannis, and he forces a jump hook, which misses. So he has the strength to bang with the big guys, and he can just deter a lot of shots from the smaller guys. Here, he meets Zach LaVine at the rim and is able to block his shot. Just really great stuff. As you see, once again, leads to points on the other end. And then here on this play, we just see he's often in drop and just helping out. Jalen Brunson tries him at the rim, easily just blocks the shot. Just really great defense from Joel Embiid. And then here on this play, Franz Wagner in pick and roll, and he just really great at backpedaling, not fouling too much, and just helping out his teammates whenever they give up advantages. Here on this play, once again, doesn't bat on the pump fake, and then he stays with Mikal Bridges and is able to block the shot on the other side of the rim. And then here on this play, we see Joel Embiid once again commanding the paint. Jamal Murray tries him. He stops Jamal Murray's shot at first, and he's able to get the contest on Aaron Gordon's shot, even though they still score. But just really great defense. And then here, finally, we see Joel Embiid in transition. He's willing to work on that end and just get all the way back and is able to block the shot. So Joel Embiid is one of the best players in the NBA, one of the best scorers. We see that he's just an insane monster from the mid-range shot because nobody is really tall enough to contest that shot. He can also play, cohesively with a lot of ball handlers. As we saw, he's able to slip screens and get to the paint. He's able to pick and pop to the, mid-range, three-point line, and he's able to catch lobs and whatnot. So Joel Embiid led the league in scoring, won his first MVP, one of the best defenders in the NBA as far as rim protection goes, and he's just a really elite player. Obviously, he hasn't had the playoff success that, many want him to have, but if we're talking about just individual, success, he's been one of the best players in the NBA, if not the best player in the NBA, and he's just a monster that's going to be a monster for many years to come. So if you see this video, thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.